Hi everybody and welcome back. I'm Nan, this is Silky Intuitive, and we're here with part 4 of our special series. We're calling this Manifesting Love. No, not part 4. This is actually part 5. Manifesting Love, part 5. This is all about the love square. We've all heard of the love triangle. A love situation, two people in love, one person kind of a outsider. Well, the last time we left the Emperor and the Empress on their road to happiness, we figured out that they both have jealous exes. And so, son of a bitch, we want to take a look. What? We want to take a look at them. I am not drunk. In fact, I really should have a glass of wine with me right now, because this has been the craziest plan I have ever had. Let me show you these cards. Okay, we can get close enough to. Listen, I got a new shipment of cards today. Wait a minute. Now I just went all crazy. Okay, so I had planned this reading out from early today. Let me zoom in on these. These are beautiful. So, let me zoom in a little bit on these if I can. That might be okay. I'll show them as we go. Listen, I got these cards today. Now, I had already planned out that I was going to do this reading with regular basic bicycle playing cards, which I plan on doing yet. The sample reading went really, really well. And then, surprise, the guy with the Amazon box showed up and presented me with 4 brand new decks that I ordered. So we're going to look at 3 of those brand new decks today. And these, I love these. This is my new favorite deck of all time ever. Look at the colors in these cards. They're beautiful. So we're using these. This is the Albano Weight Tarot. Now, they're just freaking fabulous, the color. It's a special edition, I think they're calling it. Yes, it's the special edition. So, look at the colors. They're fabulous. It's beautiful. So we're using these. And we're just going to start throwing cards around this couple. I also got this brand new deck. This is the Kipper deck, but it is the Ciro Marchetti. I love his art. So we're going to use the Ciro Marchetti version of the Kipper deck. And we want to look at the Romance Angels. We're just breaking these in. I don't know, but the fresh energy is overwhelming with this deck right here. So, as I was warming them up and getting them all shuffled, and I do have a new John Holland, but they are so stiff and difficult to work with, they're going to take a while to break in. These, on the other hand, were so darn anxious to be read. They were burning up in my hands as I was shuffling them. Now, where we left the last time we were here, the Empress and Emperor had revealed to us that they both had jealous exes that we were working on dealing with as we're trying to bring this ideal, I want to say at this place, I think, at this point in the game, I want to hope that we are not just dealing with twin flames, but we are dealing with the kind of twin flame energy that comes together with an explosive energy and puts positivity and strength and huge amounts of love out into the universe once they come together. Now, we've got these two people, these two new lovers, trying to come together. And I don't even know if these two people have been in a romantic scenario yet, even on a date yet. I don't know. I think for some of you, this is just something we're still in the really early stages of manifesting. Now, a couple of points I want to make about the cards that jumped out. I got an immediate reaction from these, which tells me that for both of these people. Now, I have said in videos before, I don't know if you want to go watch them, you can go ahead and correct me if you want. But I do believe at some point, maybe even several times, we had considered that we were dealing with two earth sign energies. If they're not both earth signs, they do both give off this very sound, grounded kind of energy around what it is that they seek to receive from a relationship. But there's sacrifice and patience around bringing the situation together. Now, we do have cheating, we have loss, we have betrayal of one kind or another connected to the exes. And both people have had struggle where exes are concerned. Now let me bring this camera up just a little bit again, because I think now you can see what I'm talking about. And I will expose the cards as we go, as we talk. These cards are just flying all over. Let's get it over with. Let's give this started. Wow. Okay. So, very quick out of the gate. We have something happening around the desire that these two people feel for one another. As they're trying to move towards one another, though, I still feel that there is some sort of energy that wants to come between them. It may be one of the exes. It may be both. I'm not sure. Yeah, it may be one of the exes. Because the movement coming ahead now. We have an air sign. And we have a fire sign. One of the exes, I'm seriously feeling. These are the exes. And we're going to put them with the immature energy. And I'm putting the Empress and the Emperor together. Let's talk about this energy first, because this is what the energy of the exes bring. This is their energy coming through, and I'm going to keep that energy purposely disconnected from the Emperor and the Empress. We want their energy to stay pure and clear, because we know they are trying to manifest something greater. Even if they don't know it yet, they are. Spirit is without even being known. For some of you, there is that energy of two people being pulled together. We've got two energies side by side. Immature. One maybe kind of over-aggressive with the things that they wanted in the relationship. On the other hand, we have someone who's just plain cruel, cutting, can be very immature in the things that they desire, immature in the things that they wanted out of their relationship. And maybe, just maybe, sometimes their communication was of a very unfriendly, impure nature. We want to start stripping away that feeling of loss. That feeling of loss. The 5 of Cups. 3 cups spilled. 3 cups of disappointment. Here, connected to these two exes. So I think on both sides of the spectrum, where we have these, the jealous energy of these two exes, I really seriously pick up the sense of loss that these two exes have brought to these two people who frankly really want to just move on with their lives. They just really want to stay grounded in the things that they want and move on happily. Be able to turn around and look at what's there, standing, positive, strong, and ready to be taken advantage of. And the need for a moving away, for leaving behind the trouble and moving towards a calmer, happier place. I think this too reflects on that disappointment here caused by the Five of Cups. It's called the spilled milk card. I look at more as if, stop looking at that damn disappointment. Turn around and look at me. I am hope. I promise. I am here to deliver whatever it is that you are searching for. So let go of these two people. And they're moving on because it's time for these two people to move on too. Because they too are concentrating on disappointment. But I think the energy of the Six of Swords for them is that they are moving on. And for this couple, that is certainly a relief. One of them may still be tied up in their grief. One of them maybe, I do have to adjust. One of them may be trapped in their loss, trapped in maybe guilt over what it was that they did that destroyed the relationship. Maybe someone was a thief and went to jail for what they did. But someone there has now got an energy of entrapment around them. And I do feel for some of them, it's simply guilt. It is simply guilt eating away at that ex that maybe really did something incredibly devastating. We have one that probably had some sexual escapades and created this need to move away from the situation through their immature sexual desires. The other ex, though, maybe their activity was more of a criminal nature, because I seriously feel that somebody may have really taken advantage of someone. And we have the Hermit here. Someone in reflection, someone who sees the truth of what they did. Maybe this energy is coming from the person who is feeling guilty over the loss that they have created. There's one of these people here that's very much deep in reflection about their part in the loss that they caused. Now let's see what's next. All right, Spirit, thank you. These are beautiful cards. Guide me to the energy of the Emperor and the Empress, because I am really seriously feeling now that this couple can start feeling an energy of oneness. Now I think in video 5, now that we see that the exes are finally casting away and going in their own direction, now I think we can honestly feel that this Emperor and Empress, this very grounded energy, two souls coming together, waiting for their turn patiently to come out of a state of maybe limbo. Maybe these two spirits have been separated for a long period of time. One of them a little maybe more mature in age, possibly the other one could be slightly younger or just have a very young spirited energy. These two people, I really feel for some of you, have been waiting a very long time to come out of this state of limbo and be able to move towards one another. Again, this is energy that you two may not even see coming towards you. It may be part of the unknown. Let's see what the cards have to say about this. The Emperor and the Empress were trying to tap into their energy. Show me the Emperor and the Empress, please. They are coming together at this point. I think they may be holding hands and exchanging little cute words of love and nudging one another and just kind of getting that playful, spirited energy that they both need to examine, because two pentacle energies, okay, Emperor and Empress, here's a message for the two of you. You're too freaking uptight. Time to let go. Time to let go of some of that uptight energy. It's time to come down from limbo, because there's something opening up for the Emperor and the Emperor. If Emperor and Emperor, oh, well, maybe it is Emperor and Emperor. Congratulations to my same-sex couples, and you are the Emperor and Emperor here. Congratulations, or Empress and Empress. I do love my same-sex couples. You guys rock. We speak the same language. Okay, that of peace, love, and acceptance, for crying out loud. It doesn't matter where you stand on the love spectrum. Love is love. But now we want to, ooh, I knew this card was going to come up. You're going to possibly, very probably, meet this person, working on a project together. Definitely working on something together, whether it's bringing this union together, or working on a community project together. There's going to be a great deal of camaraderie and open exchange of ideas. Okay, now we need another card for our Emperor and Empress. This is great for these two lovers. They're finally managing to come together. Oh, wow. Okay, so, yeah, let's do it this way. So, we have the Queen of Wands, a person of passion and desire, and the Magician. Manifesting. And for some of you, it's going to be, frankly, let's just open up and get over the Queen and all of that bullshit. We're going to just say it. Some of you are manifesting sex into your lives. And some of you may have been waiting a long time. Some of you, I should have gone for this card. Some of you may have been waiting a long time. Frankly, some of you meet someone working on a project. There's an immediate spark between the two of you, and this sexual energy is manifested very, very quickly. And this project, again, like I thought, did I say creative project? It's probably a creative project that you meet this person working on in the form of maybe bettering the community or theater even, anything like that, where you're benefiting the community. Now, all right, here we go. Let's take another, do we have another message that wants to come through? This one. The Two of Pentacles. I do think in this work environment, though, there is going to have to be some sort of a agreement to keep the social part of your love blossoming strictly business. There will be a separation of business and pleasure. But I do see reasons to celebrate. Maybe holiday parties coming up for some of you as you move forward. A balance, yes. A stability, yes. A dignity, absolutely. Because these two people, this ideal couple coming together, working together, manifesting something is going to be abundant, balanced. It may feel a little funny at the beginning, the Ace of Wands, but there is a deep sexual energy between you and this new partner. You're both going to feel this deep-seated desire to just get right to it. And I don't know if that's really going to cause an issue. But what I'm really thinking is for you guys that are working on something with this person, even if it's in the workplace, it's going to be hard for you guys to not slip into the hall, janitor's closet. You're going to have this is going to have some really steamy sexual energy. And I'm feeling quite deeply that this is really a project that starts out for the betterment of the community, and it turns into a lusty kind of a yeehaw for both of you. I see something really heating up really fast for you guys. All right, what else have you got on the poppers? Okay, so we know that the Emperor and Empress are going to probably, as they develop this love situation, it's going to be pretty hot and heavy in the sex department. I like to see that for those of you who have been wanting to bring a sexual romance back into your lives. This is really quite lovely for you. So let's see what here we go. Oh, we got a few of them here. We want these three. Hello, the Two of Cups. Like I said, while you guys, the Emperor and Empress, are freaking falling in love, you're also going to have this super hot, freaking sexual energy. And like I said, while you're working on this thing, there are going to be moments when you're just going to have to resist one another. You're just going to have to say no at times, because what you're working on is actually the priority here. I'm just having a really good time with this reading because it's fun. You guys are going to have fun. You guys are going to have so much fun. Plus, whatever you're working on together is really going to have a big amount of success to it. Whoever is working with this flame, wow, you guys, we've got flame here. We've got flame here. The messages of flame are starting to come through. Yeah, okay. So, what we've got next. Oh, this is so many, but we'll take them. All right. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. So, now we mentioned before that the Emperor had built up some walls around himself. He was protecting himself from pain because he had been hurt before. It's pretty clear here that he's still feeling that energy a bit here. But he's stepped out in front of the things that have harmed him in the past. And he's regained his desire to be in a love relationship again at this point. It's pretty clear to him that he can love again and that he can manifest this kind of happiness into his life yet again, even though he had been hurt. This is yet again a possibility for him. He does have the strength. He has overcome whatever that beast was, whether it was the ex, whatever the evil was that this, I really think this is coming through on both parts, but really more on the part of the Emperor. And honestly, even though the Empress has been hurt a lot, I think the Emperor had been stolen from, robbed from, cheated on. I think over the course of the past week and a half with these readings, the Emperor has shown great strength through extremely cruel adversity. And I think a lot of it was karmic for him. I think a lot of it was karmic for both of you. And now we have the Judgment card, which means that there's rebirth, re-energizing of something. Maybe a situation that comes at you from out of nowhere. Maybe you were friends a long, long time ago. And from that situation arises something new, something different, because it can speak to something old that had possibly died away, and now you're waiting for the rebirth. Next to the Ace of Swords, that is huge energy. That is a huge reincarnation of a situation. Maybe you weren't lovers in that situation, but life has changed, and years have changed both of you. And the judgment is now that that situation should be reborn. Now we have the King of Swords. He is a person of authority. Now for those of you working on a project within your community, this might be someone of an authority figure within your community. But the King of Swords represents the law. So for me, this energy is really, this king energy or this emperor, it's the same kind of energy to me. But he makes the laws. He makes the rules. So for some of you, this is someone, whether he is the head of your company, whether he is the city councilman or the guy that owns the biggest business in town. He holds some authority, and that authority is really important in the progression of this situation. Maybe it means that one of you needs to get a divorce in order for these two people to move together, or to move along together, I should say. And the last of the tarot portion we have here is the Three of Cups. Again, reasons to celebrate. Gatherings not only together, but with other people, with joy, with real, sincere joy. Now, give me one moment to take a sip of my tea. I am going to have a glass of wine after this. All right. Oh, and by the way, taking a chance, the Fool is at the bottom. It's that brand new step forward. It tells me that this Empress and Emperor, my brain is working faster than my mouth. These two people are taking a chance. They have come together to take a chance in spirit, and I really feel almost 100% convinced that the two people coming together in this scenario who can work together harmoniously, not only bettering their own lives, but bettering the lives of those around them, those of the people in their community. It shows me that they're strong together and that they can change not only their own world, but there's a chance that these two people can change the world in amazing ways. Now, let's take a look at the Kipper deck. Now, since I've never actually thrown these cards as anything other than energy this afternoon, I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to let the Kippers do the work for me. And I'm just going to ask them to show me something. So Kippers, for the Emperor and the Empress, please show me something. Oh, they want to come. All right, here we go. These are the bottom. First we have unexpected income. Now, for some of you, this union between the two of you, it creates a financial comfort level between the two of you. Once you bring your finances together, the income will have a sudden boom in your life. The courthouse. For some of you, like I mentioned, the King of Swords here may be here to represent the fact that some of you need to end the situation with your ex before you can really seriously move on with this new partner, this new relationship in the Emperor. You're closing out the old. We have the Lovers. Says to me that this is a divinely guided relationship on all levels, even the sexual ones, which apparently you guys, I'm getting the serious message from spirit that you guys are not going to mess around in the bedroom. I mean, you're going to mess around plenty, but I mean, you guys are going to get serious, hardcore. Great energy for you guys. Occupation. Now, I said that the two of you are going to be working together on something. Again, it's connected to an occupation for one of these two people. Maybe you volunteer to help a group out and they offer a job and you fall in love with the guy that is running the project. Ding, ding, ding. It's that kind of a scenario. Messages. You will be hearing from this person. There will be open communication with this person if there already is not. But this talks about communications of a romantic level. Love letters, flowers, candy. No dick pics, please, guys. That's just tacky. But send a beautiful message of love instead, or maybe some roses would be nice. Concern. Someone in the situation may be a little bit concerned. Maybe concerned about their feelings. Maybe they're not sure about their feelings. Maybe they're concerned about which path to take forward, because we have the pathway here. And this can really talk about the need for someone to choose a path. Now, as we look at the person who is concerned in this card, it is the male figure. So I'm going to say, and he is quite white-haired. He's really almost concerned to the fact that his hair is turning gray here. So he's deeply concerned about the love romance situation and which path to choose. It's not a bad thing. It just means that he may be quite the male in the situation, or whoever may be the more mature age-wise of the two people. Someone is very much concerned with the path that this relationship is taking, because the main female is here, and she is deeply connected to the romance. She's also connected to the courthouse, which says that there is a waiting and a reason for concern on the male's part, because maybe the female has not officially ended her marriage with the ex. So this is a wake-up call for you females. Get your ass in gear. You really, seriously need to get your divorce finalized, because to me, it feels like the Emperor is not going to make a move until this thing is finalized. Any more? Do we have any more? I've got a title for the next video. We're going to call it Finalizing the Old. It's going to be maybe a little bit more official, and I'm using the bicycle playing cards for that one. So we're wrapping up the old in the next reading, because somebody here is still legally tied, and that's why the courthouse is here. I don't think it's going to be a serious issue. High honors. Like I said, I think some of you are working maybe to reach a more superior position within a company. And what hell sakes alive, you're going to fall in love in the process. So, for that person. But the high honor, you know, I almost feel like I need to look at the book for that one. The 25 high honor. This is a positive card, and it's enabling. It means actual trophies, successes, promotions, a raise. Whoever we're speaking of are on their way up. They're on their way up on the social ladder, on the civil ladder. Yes. Yeah. Again, I think we're talking about some of us, when we're dealing with the Emperor, we are dealing with someone who is of a more successful kind of nature. Now, I do have the Doreen Virtue Romance Angel cards. Surprise! I got them. I'm so happy. Okay. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Let's grab one more. We got one for the Empress. Let's grab one for the Emperor. No? Okay. Yes. Oh, are there two here? Yeah. Ah! They're still stuck together. Okay, let's just do this one. For the Emperor, look, let go of control issues. That's just like an emperor, to want to control everything. Is that why you're turning your head gray, Emperor, in concern over this incoming partner who's working on getting her divorce? She needs the space. Let her get her divorce. Give her the space. Wait patiently. Don't be concerned. We love your hair, just the color it is. Turning it white would not be good. Keep an open mind. Your soul mate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Interesting energy to end this reading on. In the next reading, we're going to look at finally wrapping up the past. And that's what we're going to call part 6, wrapping up the past. Now, if you want a reading meant just for you, go over to my Weebly webpage. And, what's on the bottom? The child, a brand new beginning. Okay. Again, now, you want a private reading, because sometimes with these general readings, and this gets really specific what I do, but if you want clarification, you want more information, if it really resonates, and if it doesn't, maybe you just want me to look at your personal situation, I can do that. Reach out to me through my Weebly website, choose a reading, and then tell me what you want on my contact form. Now, also, if you want, I've got a growing library over at Vimeo. Most of them are based on energy. Some of them have time limits. Some of them don't. But they started as little as 99 cents. And you can often find additional information to the standard general readings that I leave here on YouTube. That's at Vimeo. Check that out. Or reach out to me at my email address if you have a comment. Now, I think that's about it until the next reading. Oh, plus, guys, I've got 2017 readings coming out within the next week. You will get one a day because they are extremely big readings. So you'll get one a day. And until then, and until part 6 of this beautiful reading, this coming together, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another and everybody that you love. And peace.